What happens when you say yes to your soul instead of your ego? Enrollment is now open. Hey ladies, guess what? Have you been secretly wondering how you can work with me one-on-one and also get access to my amazing community of like-minded women who are here to blaze their own path in parenting and life? If you are, head on over to Mom is in Control, as we are now accepting applications for Mastery and Soul Elite. These are two different levels of coaching. One is the foundation of conscious parenting, emotional intelligence, helping you feel in alignment with your time and your energy. And the other one is for 6- and 7-figure established business owners who want to up their leadership game and create sustainability in their lives. So for those of you who apply in May, you have sweet access to some amazing bonuses, which I will talk throughout the podcast in the coming days. So head on over to momisincontrol.com, fill out your application, and once you do, you'll get on the phone with someone on my team for an introductory call, and then you and I will connect. Just know you are very capable of making magic happen in your life, and you have the courage to do it. Okay, ladies, as you can tell, I got a cold. And I told you yesterday, if you listened to the interview with Deanne Barrett, that I would talk about my cold and why I think I know why I got sick. Now, depending on how you show up in the world, you know, what type of brain thinker you are and your educational background. If you have a medical background, you're going to tell me because I contracted some germs and came in contact with some germs and I got a cold. And, you know, whatever your belief system is, including mine, but whatever the stories are that we tell ourselves is the filter that is going to guide why things manifest in our lives or how they show up. So my belief system is, one, I do understand that like fear and, you know, big emotions actually deplete the immune system and makes you vulnerable and susceptible to disease and stress and things like that. We have good stress, we have bad stress. I often find that people who are chronically busy and overwhelmed are sick a lot, or their children are sick a lot. And these are children that are saying like, my nervous system, my immune system is on overdrive right now and I need some rest and relaxation. But we don't live in a culture like that. So the reason why I titled this, you know, when you say yes to your soul and not your ego, is because I was fine. I was actually making a tally for myself that I wasn't getting sick this year because I'm doing a podcast a day and I haven't actually had this issue where I'm like, shit, I sound, you know, not sexy on the podcast and I have to deal with this. So this is interesting because post chemo 5 years ago, so let's just say about 4 years ago, for like a year, I would get chronic ear, nose, and throat infections. And I was convinced, I knew I was pushing myself too hard, meaning like I wanted things quicker than my body could manifest it showing up. So not even that, but I also think when you're up leveling, your body, so this is my perspective. When you're up leveling, your body is detoxing. It's letting go of all of the energy and beliefs and everything that is no longer serving you. So oftentimes you get sick, you'll notice people will like just randomly disappear in your life. You know, like good things happen, but before they happen, they have to fall apart. So I was in Tofino and I was at this amazing women's retreat and I was the smallest fish in the pond, meaning, you know, when they say surround yourself with amazing people, I was like the lowest level person in the room. This is, you know, I'm looking at the future version of myself in 10, 20 years, and I'm just baffled of like, oh my God. So typically when you hang out with people that elevate you, your shit will come up. And I don't mean like shit, like bad shit, because the whole time I was actually inspired. Like, yes, there were times where I was triggered and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough. What do I have to offer to these women? But most of the time I was just excited. I was inspired by these women. And that is when you're in an abundant mindset. But here's the thing. I can be in an abundant mindset. I can train myself to be like, look at the positive, right? Like, raise people up, collaboration, give value to people, all of these habits, these mental habits that I've been taught and that I've trained myself to think. But the old Heather, the old like small little girl, not good enough, just the limiting beliefs that we all have. Like even Oprah has them, guys. Like Jesus has these. Like everyone has these limiting beliefs. It's old shit that's going to come out. And guess what? Some of it might not even be my stuff. Some of it might be the stuff of like my ancestors. So understand that we pass down shit that is going to be within our bodies, right? Issues in the tissues. There's so much muscle memory in there. So when you feel like you're struggling and you're like, oh my gosh, I just can't figure this shit out. Like you need to surround yourself with fucking amazing women. Amazing people that you want to be. And when you want to become those people, you have to show up in a bigger way and your shit is going to come up, and that is just part of the process. So I found this little image on the internet, and I wish I could give credit, but there's absolutely no like website or anything, just an image. Let's see if I can find the website. And it says ego versus soul. So let's see. Where'd it go? Okay, ego versus soul. Ego seeks to serve itself. Soul seeks to serve others. So when I say yes to the bigger calling, when I say yes to becoming a better version of myself, when I say yes to serving more women, to be of service in this world, my ego gets fucking pissed off because here I am trying to make a difference. And it's like, excuse you, who do you think you are? So when I step into that new level of leadership, this is where the magic unfolds. Ego seeks outward recognition. Soul seeks inner authenticity. So the more I'm being authentic to myself, the more I'm being real, raw, and honest, the more my ego is going to be pissed off when I'm seeking validation from the outside world. I feel like I've been pretty good at that. But it's just another opportunity for your ego to get in your way. Ego sees life as a competition, where your soul sees life as a gift. So when you're in this state of like chronic competition with yourself and other people, and you have to be like ahead of the game and you have to one up people, you're coming from a place of ego. And understanding that everything is a gift. This is where you can chill the fuck out. Ego is drawn to lust. Soul is drawn to love. Ego seeks wisdom. Soul is wisdom. I think this one is important. Ego seeks wisdom. Soul is wisdom. So I talk a lot about this in my mastery program. And if you guys haven't applied already, check out the application at momisincontrol.com. We have the bonuses going on right now. They are limited time bonuses, and I will be talking about in the next week or so when those are dwindling. So get your application in. So ego seeks wisdom, like, oh, what does Heather have to say that I don't already know? What does this person have to say? So when you're like addiction to podcasts and addiction to self-help and addiction to like everybody else outside of you knowing the answer, but you don't know, understand that your soul is wisdom. And that when you meditate, when you sit with yourself, when you sit with that listening, that knowing, and say, what is inside of me that knows the truth? That is where the magic happens. Ego seeks to be filled. Soul is Soul is external wholeness. Nope, I lied. Soul is eternal wholeness. So ego seeks to be filled. Okay? I want the car. I want the house. I want more money. I need these clothes to look this way. I need, these nails. I need this. I need that. this shit is all awesome and it makes you feel good, but understand like our ego does play a big part in our lives, right? When I enter that room, when I'm in this retreat with these women, I'm like, I'm not good enough. Oh, my nails aren't perfect. My hair's not perfect. We're all there and it's a camping experience and people are done up to the nines with makeup on. And I'm like, guys, we're sitting around a fucking campfire, but this is ego, right? Ego seeks to be filled like I'm perfect, I'm perfect. It's very hard to take off the mask. But soul is eternal wholeness. So understand that you are already perfect, right? You are already full. But we have to listen to the soul. We can't just listen to our ego. Ego is me. Me, 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 me. Look at me, look at me. I'm so awesome. Soul is we. We, the collective, coming together. Who are we? What are we here to make this bigger purpose, this bigger impact? So what I'm noticing in my own life is, yes, ego's there. I always have an ego. We all have an ego. But what I'm noticing is that as I'm stepping more into soul, the soul calling of my life, this is where my shit comes up. This is where I'm being true and authentic to myself. So my message for you today is, it's okay to not be okay. When you choose soul over ego, that, my dear, is when magic will start happening and unfolding in your life. If you haven't already, head on over to mamasincontrol.com. Check out the mastery program. It is for that woman. It is for the woman who wants to make shit happen in her life, create alignment, create the new vision for the next level of who she is, create that in her relationships, in her parenting, her money, her time, and her energy. Not only will you get the core curriculum in mastery and access to me as your coach and a whole bunch of other coaches as well, you will also have access to a community of like-minded women who are here to lift you up. I look forward to reading your application and get your booty in there before the bonuses go away.
Hi, my name is Yukari. I am originally from Japan, currently live in New York. Before I joined Heather's group, I was traveling, trying to find balance between raising my 6-month-old daughter and also my own business. But I was failing at it because I was losing a lot of money. But right after we started working together, she helped me make almost $3,000 and continued to uh, help me grow my own business slowly but surely. She also introduced me to the work of Byron Katie, which changed my life so much that I don't suffer anymore. I can find peace in any situation. And I just love the person who I'm becoming. It's amazing. Um, I believe in the work of Byron Katie so much that I started teaching for Heather's group and also my local community. I became a writer. I write articles for veterinary magazines, journals, and websites. And I just share my experiences and my love for the the work of Byron Katie. Heather's Facebook group is so supportive that you can share anything and you get supported no matter what. I still talk to my girls occasionally, and the connections that I made through Heather's group are priceless. If you decided to work with Heather, first of all, you will not regret. You're gonna have to do a lot of work because she's gonna kick your ass. She's gonna tell you things that you don't want to hear, but you need it to. But she will believe in you, support you, to help you become the best version of yourself, and you will enjoy the process. And a year from now, you will be happy with the decision that you made today. So good luck. And yeah, good luck.